Oh, right. I have to actually push the button that allows me to actually do the streaming thing before the streaming thing happens. It's the little things that you forget. Logging into, what's it called? YouTube Studio is not sufficient to actually make the live streaming happen. You have to actually push buttons. Who knew? Yeah, I'm heard. While we are waiting for whoever is going to show up, I guess I can talk about. Oh, right. I just started watching the movie Elevation, starring wow, Captain America's sidekick from the later Marvel movies. Not the Winter Soldier, not Hawkman, Falcon, right, Falcon. Um, it has Falcon in it, and wow. Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing because YouTube's apparently not showing me what I'm seeing. Let me know if the video works because I'm getting an error on my end and we might have to restart. Sam, yes, Sam, that guy. And has Marina Baccarin from Firefly in it as well, playing an absolute asshole, which is a rather entertaining role for her. But anyways, the core premise of the movie is that there are critters on your planet all of a sudden. Apparently they came out of the ground. Oh, good, you're seeing the fellow squishy page. Good. My playback is, for some reason, broken, and I have no idea why. Anyways, the core conceit of Elevation is that there are critters on your planet who, for some reason, came out of the ground and started chomping on humans, left, right, and center. And for whatever reason, they do not go above 8,000 feet exactly. And twice now in the movie, they have shown Humies literally running across the marked line on the dirt, and the critters just stopping on the other side of the line and not further pursuing them. And I just can't describe how dumb that is. I mean, there's no atmospheric or environmental or electromagnetic or radiation or really any reason for the line to be that hard and fast. Why going 2 feet over to nibble on some squishy human would, for some reason, kill this creature in question. But I guess the writers had to figure out some sort of solution for stranding what's left of humanity on the tops of mountains, basically. It's all very strange, and the acting is quite good, but the premise is a little questionable at best. Oh, so John Leonard broke it. We can blame him. Everybody blame him. That makes it so much better. Um, but yeah, and of course the critters are naturally bulletproof for reasons that make absolutely no sense at all, and apparently grenade proof too. Because we all know what the North Americans would do given the opportunity of a apex level predator suddenly taking over the planet and gnawing on everything, all the humans in sight. Yeah, it would be open season and open range and open everything on those little critters, and they would not last very long at all. They apparently don't have the same issues as the what are they called, the Death Angels from Quiet Place, where they home in on your noise. Oh no, they home in your CO2 for some reason. They're overgrown mosquitoes. But anyways, all right. I think whoever's going to show up to this off-cycle live stream is probably shown up. I have posted a schedule both to the Twitters and to the YouTubes indicating when we will be streaming and what. We'll do our best to keep to it as best we can, which is invariably questionable at best. You will get bonus streams almost the entirety of this month, and then we'll be back to our usual schedule thereafter. And then maybe there will be bonus streams for a while later on in your year too. So we'll see. In the meantime, I guess we should actually do the thing you're supposedly here for, the actual gaming part of this equation. The charge of the Redneck Brigade, yeah. Yeah, if some massive apex creature suddenly popped up on your planet and started gnawing on every human in sight, yeah, there would be no stopping North Americans from just absolutely hunting them into extinction. Because if there's one thing Hueys don't like, it's challengers to their top of the food chain situation. And if some like pterodon or something just magically popped into thin air and just started gnawing on Hueys, man, I don't think your ammunition factories could keep up with the demand. We just haven't broken into the wrong goddamn rec room. Well, in fairness, the tremor worms were not technically bulletproof. They were just really hard to shoot because dirt is hysterically ablative, I guess. Bullets lose a lot of energy in dirt, basically. Anyways, moving on to the game. Oddly called Istrolid. It came out a long time ago. It didn't last very long in terms of updates. I think the last update to it was hold on. I had it open just a second ago. The last update to it was sometime back in 2021. So yeah, apparently the devs moved on to bigger and better things. Let's hope. It's kind of like gratuitous space battles, if y'all remember that, and yeah. We'll just go from there and see how it all turns out. It's a fairly straightforward, simple little game, but I figure it should give me actual opportunity to interact with y'all, as opposed to more complicated games where it's more challenging to do that. And after all, this is a live stream full of interaction, or so the story goes. So, with all that said, I guess I will introduce most of you, if not all of you, to Istrolid, or Istrolid, or however it's pronounced. And y'all can argue over who gets to wear the crowns, apparently, because I just got an email from the YouTubes, and that whole thing is sticking around for better or for worse. So, yeah. Get used to the weird little crown bubbles. You get curb stomped and hugging floors? Or you get curb stomped in gratuitous space battles hugging floors? Good lord. You got to practice more. You did miss the opening rant. I apologize, Internet Gravedigger. I guess you can watch it once it gets posted to YouTubes. Oh, Breachways, we seem to have figured out a significant number of the mechanics, and we will be playing that again on next Friday. Not this Friday. Unfortunately, there was a scheduling conflict or something, and we can't actually stream this coming weekend on your planet. But I also figured out where the save files are located, so I can store the current progression of the current attempt I am making and do a live stream dedicated one. All right. Anyways, moving on. Istrolid. The campaign naturally takes place on a massive solar system type thing. And you start, well, here, homeworld. Your origin. And you get to build happy little ships. Like I said, it's kind of like gratuitous space battle. And conveniently, they are predominantly made out of little cubes. Who knew? Reactors generate and store energy to power weapons and engines. And I'm guessing the little things that have little drag lines behind them are engines. They make your ship move. Who knew? Engines use energy. And then weapons shoot other ships, use energy, and go on top of mounts. And place a weapon on top of the mount. Because that obviously wasn't clear. Happy little ships have happy little accidents. Or never have happy little accidents. Either way, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, happy little ship, little engines, little gun, little reactor. Let's go see what happens. Boop. Well, my happy little ship's just popped out into thin air. Drag to select. Behold. Drag to move in formation. Pan map with middle mouse button or keyboard keys. Zoom in and zoom out. Move to capture and move in range to attack. And then move in range to attack. Fairly straightforward so far. The move in formation thing is kind of dumb, though, I have to admit. They do this funny, like, telescope maneuver where they stay... Like that one episode from Babylon 5 where they're trying to find the ship that got lost in hyperspace or whatever, and then the Star Furies have to do the telescope formation to maintain contact with the hyperspace buoy. Yeah, they do that for some reason, for reasons I don't really understand. That's not really formation per se. I guess it's... line astern or whatever, if you want to get into real nautical terminology, but it's not particularly useful in this actual context. So anyways, let's go attack this guy. And all at once, instead of out in a string, because I'm betting this guy is actually, armed. No, he's not. Never mind. Zappity, zappity, zap. Boop. And then you capture these little things by staying in them long enough, basically. It's a fairly straightforward game, aside from the whole building mechanic that we'll get into more later. Is this guy armed? This guy is actually armed. I believe that's some kind of turret right there. Yep, he's shooting away. Blap. Guys, you're supposed to be attacking this thing. There you go. Okay. Not the smartest little AIs on those things. And I'm sure these little blue dots and these little orange dots mean something. I'm pretty sure the blue dots are the health and the orange is maybe the energy. I'm just guessing here. All right, we have unlocked a beam weapon. Close range beam weapon. No joke. 90-degree turret mount. A scout thruster, which is not very useful. And a 2x1 reactor, implying there are different size reactors and implying there are different thrusters as well. And hopefully better turret mounts. And hopefully better beams. But as you can see from the map, there is a butt-ton of galaxy to explore, so we're probably going to unlock a whole pile of stuff. And yeah, those are Fight versus Zeus. Good name. Fight versus Death Strike. There we go. Tempest. Swarm Lord. Oh, that sounds horrifying. Mastermind! And I'm guessing those are other little homeworlds of some sort. I guess we'll find out. All right, moving on. Fight versus targets. Mobile targets. Oh, look, we get to upgrade our little ships. Apparently they didn't like me putting the engines on the side of the ship, and they have been moved. Go figure. Hey, he was camped out in my little circle thing, Internet Gravedigger. He had to go away. All right, let's see here. Armor parts give ships more hit points, but they also slow it down. Mass sucks. I guess we can make it look a little more reasonable. Wings allow your ship to turn faster, because we all know wings matter so much in space. Wait. I mean, I guess I could stick the engines way out here, and theoretically that would make it turn better. I actually don't know what happens if things get shot. I need to pay more attention, because does, like, the bullet have to go through the armor to get to everything else, or does this thing get blown off because it's not protected? Weird. Can't have that asymmetrical thrust. Well, let's find out if we can or not. That'd be funny. Let's see how specific it is. All right, guys. Crank out little ships, please. Hello. Well, apparently asymmetrical thrust works just fine. Even if they are a little slow. Zap, 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 zap. Okay, stop units, unit info. So hold on, if we click on this little guy and go to unit info. Ooh, look at that. We have numbers. I like numbers. Stop by pressing X. Stop by pressing X. Follow by pressing F. Okay, weird. Is there a way to slow this down at all? Controls. Place rally point, remove rally point, self-destruct! That sounds wonderful. Why would you do that? Crank out lots and lots of ships. Let's go kill something. But yeah, apparently asymmetrical thrust does not, in fact, matter. Because they're just happily chugging along and not really messing up or anything. And you guys are getting shot at, but that's to be expected. Bloop! These things, however, are unarmed, so I don't really care about them. And they're only battery-powered, not even reactor-powered. Zap, 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 zap. So do they just... Whoop, there we go. We now have wings and heavyweight armor. Go figure. Speaking of, is there game audio? There should be. Let me see if I've got my settings right or wrong. There's not a lot of game audio, I'll admit, but let me see what I can do here. Oh, wow, I turned that all the way down, didn't I? For reasons unbeknownst to me. All right, let's try that and see if it works a little better. All right, we now have new things. Ooh, we can unlock a plasma turret. All right, we have a random reactor hanging out in space. We have a gun, we have engine, and we have engine. Hopefully you can hear the actual clicks of the game now. We are playing Istrolid or something along those lines. Istrolid. Kind of a shipbuilding game, kind of like Gertrude Space Battles, only you actually get to control the ships this time around as opposed to just letting them go off into their lonesome. There we go. As usual, doing things requires pushing buttons, and I pushed the wrong buttons this time. It happens. No big deal. Alright. They have little tiny ships. Let's build some campers to go protect our... Those little guys are armed. That's annoying. I'm not doing a good job of shooting, though. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, I heard something big firing. Oh, he's got a lot of turrets. Not good. Ow. Ow. Dang. Not pleasant. Let's not engage that guy quite yet. Alright, let's go get our reinforcements. And you too, come on. And you guys are just going to hang out and protect our little encampments, although I guess you can come down here and protect that one too. And then you guys are going to go pick a fight with that big thing. So no, okay, the damage is done to all of the ship equally. It doesn't blow off parts individually. That's good to know. It's very much like gratuitous space battles, only you actually get to control the actual maneuvers and combat and everything, as opposed to the AI fights against itself using your designs, basically. Yeah, apparently they take damage just universally to the entire ship. So it doesn't matter if all your armor's in the back and all of your reactors are in the front. All the hit points all count equivalently regardless. So it's not that complicated, I suppose. Alright, design a fighter. Needs to be below $85. How amusing that they're still using dollars at this point. Damage per second above 20. And movement speed above 300. Nice. And it looks like we're using batteries. Store energy and come with a full charge to power your ship. But they eventually run dry, I feel certain. Let's see here. We are above costs. Yep. Oops. So it looks like we're going with an asymmetric wing configuration, because why not? So the way I can see to actually get under cost and still have a decent amount of battery on board. That's funny. Alright. We made a fighter! Yay! What does this do? Share symmetry. Oh! So you can build one side and then it just kind of spits out the other side? Yeah, that's cool. Alright. They're cheaper than reactors, but we'll run out of energy. You don't say. Alright. It does appear to be armed. It has a little light beam attached to it. Ooh, got multiple light beams. Whee! All light beams. Anyways, start the battle. Launch the missiles! But I'm tired. Don't try to steal my camp spots. Look at the little guy like being like, nah, I don't want to do that. I won't, and you can't make me. Not gonna go pick a fight with them. Thank you very much. Let's see, how do we make groups? I can't make groups, that's annoying. Alright. Zap. Zap. You seriously gonna try to get in there and steal that little point? Alright, come on. Bring it then. I feel like these guys are gonna run out of battery here sometime soon. Let's crank out another one of these things and bring it down here to camp that spot. And then we'll just throw fighters at the problem until it goes away, basically. Ooh, that's a lot of guns. That's why he's knocking down my fighters so bad. Wow, he took out 2 fighters on the way in. Dang. Alright. Oh, look at these little fighters. What on earth is going on with these things? Wow. Alright. Oh, don't worry. There are flat guns in this game. Don't worry. Don't worry. we'll get there. I already found that out. Alright, let's see here. Heavyweight additional armor, or I thought we already had a plasma turret. Do we not get a we've got a plasma turret. High HP, slower battleships. All right, fine. Why not? Hello. Design a battleship that can fire for 10 seconds, has more than 1 health per dollar. It does more than 65 damage per second, and its movement speed is above 55 meters per second. All right. That probably is more challenging than it looks. There we go. And yes, your DPS is currently 0. Funny how that works. Can fire for 10 seconds. Can't do that. All right. Let's see here. If we take that off, we put in a beam weapon instead. Nope. So if we just go straight beams, we might have to do some major reconfiguring of this general purpose design. Yep. All right. You can go away. You can go away. Actually, this game has a weird mechanic of where as soon as the ship is within range with a gun, it stops moving towards a target, which is kind of a weird design choice on the part of the game. But in the meantime, we should get all the guns lined up happily to do gun things back here. Somewhere. Hold on. Here we go. All the guns! And now we need more reactors because there we go. Now we can fire for 10 seconds. We have more than 1 health per dollar, and it does a lot of damage. Check. Probably slow as hell, but at least it has a lot of guns. High velocity navigational hazards. That's a polite way of phrasing it, yes. All right. Can I rotate things at all? Doesn't look like it. Turn speed is very slow. Add wings. You don't say. It's a battleship. Movement speed is very slow. Reduce weight. You don't say. It's a battleship. So slow. Well, we'll try that and see how it goes. We have 2.2 health per dollar. Not sure that's good enough, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see here. Fleet. I was going to drag this guy over here. There we go. All right. And boop, here we go. I guess we're doing this thing. They're so slow. Is that a battery slash... Oh, they have 360-degree turrets. Look at you guys. You can shoot while you're running away and getting destroyed. Congratulations. Ooh, that's big. How are you doing? Not great. Not good. Not great. All right. we're both running out of power. That's not a good situation to be in. Flap. I love these little, like, hybrid things. Those are cute. They're like, you know what? We're just going to try all the guns and see what happens. There we go. Wide ships make for all the guns pointed forwards. Which is funny since I can't rotate the pieces, which means I can't point the 90-degree turret anywhere else. Oh, nice. 270-degree turret. Much better. Well, let's grab this armor over here. Alright, design a cruiser that can sustain its movement. That has enough energy. Has more than 1.5 health per dollar, and a movement speed above 90 meters per second. Well, right now it's 0, so we can probably do better than that. There we go. And we just lost some health. Fantastic. It also doesn't have any guns. We should probably give it guns. Let's make this thing a hits above its weight cruiser. Why not? And now I have to give it a lot more armor because it is not very heavily armored right now. There we go. Well, that is an ugly looking little ship, isn't it? There we go. I left the reactor right in the front, completely unarmored. We maybe want to change that. Just for my own sanity's sake. I mean... There we go. Alright. Satisfies requirements. If you kill them first, do you really need armor? I mean, there is an argument there. If you can zip in and zap them, who cares? Turn speed is very slow. No kidding. It's literally an armored brick. How does that... Wait, adding the wings reduces it under the 1.5? Fine. Be that way. It's just going to turn slow. Got it. Where's that stupid thing? Let's see how this ridiculousness works out. Blap! Oh boy! Oh man! Well, aside from being so slow that they're about to conquer my little spot down there, it's doing okay so far. Man. Wow. Alright. Oh wow, it turns slow. It turns so slow. Wow. Do 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 do. You can definitely follow the engine plume, though. There's no mistaking where those ships are. Good grief. Brick cruiser for the win. Yes, these turrets only cover a 90-degree arc. There are upgraded turrets that do better. In fact, I think we're about to go get a 270-degree mount, and then we can go from there. There it is. See, I told you there was flak. Anti-fighter flak ships. Let's get the 270 turret first, though. That seems more useful. And then there's targeting subsystems. Who knows? Turning. Please wait. Please stand by. Alright, now that I don't have to care about requirements anymore, I can go ahead and slap some wings on this thing so I can actually make a turn, you know, in before the heat death of the universe. Wow. Alright, I don't know if we needed to make any more changes to our designs. We have a pretty decent quasi-battleship here, and then we have a pretty decent cruiser. Although I think the cruiser could actually hit harder than the battleship can, which is pretty funny. Let's see if we can actually make this thing totally absurd, just for the giggles. God knows how expensive this is going to be. Movement speed is very slow. Yeah, don't say. All I have are scout engines, dude. It's not great. We're going to get rid of those. We're going to add in some reactors to keep this poor thing fed. And that should be all kinds of entertaining. There's a spot in the upper right to name it. Oh, you can name it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, naming your ships as a bonus feature requires the Paint Job DLC. Well, fair enough. Apparently my battleships are shorter range. Yes, it's all kinds of hysterical. I'm not even sure if they still sell the DLCs. Do they? Oh yeah, they do. $10! Dear Lord, I think I can do without painting my ships. What? Alright, back to the game. Whoop, I guess we're here. You guys can go right here. You're just going to go camp out on a resource spot to keep it safe. What do you guys have? What are those? Oh, crap. Missile launchers. That's not good. And they shoot fast. Wow. Ah! Don't kill that thing. There we go. Thank you. Alright, well, these guys are going to be massively outclassed by missiles because they are so much shorter range. Fan-freaking-tastic. Alright, let's go kill this guy. I think it's time to spam can the fighters. If they're going to throw missiles at me, we might as well have some way of defending ourselves. Where are you going? Come back here. Yeah, take forever. Go ahead. Take your time. You're not going to make the turn. He's going to shoot you down. It's going to be bad. There we go. All right, finally. Fighters for the win. Come on, guys. Move fast. Die early. Well, at least you're not tracking missiles. Oh, you're gonna die. Yeah, you died. You died. But we still won, because we captured all the points. Eh, well. Expendable ships are expendable. Yes, CM McDivitt, this is in fact Wednesday, and we posted on the Twitters as well as here on the YouTubes. As much as YouTube's does great things about keeping people notified about posts to the community page or whatever, but we will in fact be live streaming more frequently for the next couple of weeks. There's a schedule even. It's shocking. We might have actually planned ahead. Time to switch turret mounts indeed. Alright. I know where we're going next, because I know you guys. So, yeah. Alright, where is the horribly turning thing? Hello, horribly turning thing. We are going to upgrade your turret mounts a lot. Bloop. Parts shouldn't overlap. Oh, no. You don't delete... Oh, come on. That's just dumb. If I put a part on top of a part, it should, like, overwrite the part, literally. There we go. Much better. Now you can actually engage targets. No plan ever survives contact with the enemy. That is correct. And we all know how well live streams at Sacred Cow Shipyard goes, so we'll see how his schedule goes. Oh, by the great maker. All right. This thing can actually moderately turn a little, maybe. And our smaller ships don't really care about turning so much because they just kind of zip around and annoy everything. So now our turbo cruiser can actually, you know, maybe do some better shooting and not get totally blown out of the sky. Hello. Look at that nice big bubble. What do you guys got? Oh, right, these are the flat guys. We should not engage fighters. Fighters would be bad. Fighters would be very, very bad. Bloop. Oh, dang! So flak suddenly. Look at you trying to snipe. Come on, get close. I dare you. Oh, we're just going to barely exchange shots at extreme range here? I don't think so. Oh, come on. Really? Well, his little flagships are a little durable, aren't they? Did our guys run out of power? Our guys ran out of power. Not great. They're just do-do-do-do-do. Okay, there we go. Bloop. All right. Turbo cruiser seems to be working out just what? Fine. He's like, nope, nope. Forget that. Flap, flap. There we go. We still won, though. Aha. Anti-fighter weapon that explodes with area of effect at the targeted area. Nice. Might need another couple of reactors. Yes. You noticed that, huh? Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ultralight armor. More wings and heavyweight armor. A targeting subsystem that increases range of adjacent weapons at cost of reload rate. Interesting. And then volumetric armor. Takes up more space, but is not as expensive. All right, fair enough. He's like, hot damn, that's a lot of plasma. Oh boy. This is called Istrolid, Istrolid, space cowboy from New Jersey. Istrolid. It's quite old, so yeah. All right, let's see what these flaky thingies can do. The plasma requires, where is it? 4,800 energy, whereas the flak only requires 1,600 energy. So maybe we can just get away with replacing the plasmas with flaks and going flak for flak. And not upgrading the reactors. I like how the turrets are too big for the boxes and they kind of overlap each other. That's kind of funny. Alright. Lord knows what this is going to do. Yeah, boy. More wings for the interstellar atmosphere! Absolutely. All 7 of those hydrogen molecules definitely need wings to help you control the ship. Totes my goats. Well, the bad news is flak is really, 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 really short-ranged. Maybe we shouldn't go entirely flaky. On the other hand, it made really, really short work of those dorks, so there's that. Wow, wow, wow. Well, good news, bad news. We're losing ships. They're losing a lot of ships, though. Well, that didn't last longer at all, did it? We really need to get some missile launchers. Mixing missiles with flak would be amazing, I feel certain. Bloop! You blew up my cruiser! I mean, credit where... I wonder if we can spawn camp. Come here. I want to kill you. Yeah, the flak not shooting down the missiles is kind of strange. Ooh, I can spawn camp. That's evil. Please excuse me while I sit on your base and blow up anything coming out of it. No worries. And I did. Was working on it. Alright, well, now we have better armor, so that's nice. Let's see here. Autocannon! Ooh, that sounds fun. Fight versus Alpha Swarm. Well, I'm guessing that flak cannons are specifically designed for dealing with swarms. Let's find out. Alright. How does volumetric armor compare against heavyweight armor? It does a third the armor for, well, massively less than a third of the mass. So there's that. That seems like a win. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. And half the cost. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can get these guys moving a little faster now. Let's see what we can do here. Let's rip off all the heavyweight armor. And let's slap on some freaking volumetric armor. Whatever that means. Okay. You're a lot lighter now. You're a lot less armored now, so trade-offs. Let's see how this does against a swarm. Alright. Did we upgrade the turrets on this thing? Yeah, but it could turn okay, I think, if I remember right. We might want to actually... Do we want to make a flak fighter? Of course we want to make a flak fighter. Who am I kidding? But we should make a flak fighter that uses a... Well, no, these things can turn on a dime, so why give them a better turret? Flak fighter! Doo-doo-doo. Oh, God. Totally not a kamikaze plane. Yeah. What are the little yellow side bits? The little yellow side bits are the wings! Because we all know that wings matter in space. Totally. They help you turn faster somehow. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Flak, 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 flak. Hello. Oh, God, that's a lot of fighters. Woo! What do they got? Oh, they're just beam weapon fighters. You guys are so... LARP. Oh, man. Did not last 30 seconds. LARP. Oh, man. Although I guess I got one of ours, so that's not great. But, you know, I'll take it. It's fine. I'm not even sure they're getting in range of this. Oh, that one got in range. There we go. Oh, we're still running out of power. Damn it. You're going to send singleton fighters against a flak gunship? I mean, there's dumb AI, and then there's this. Wait. Flap. Oh, man. No little ships for you! Wow. Ultralight armor is more expensive, but smaller. Nice. Yeah, significantly less wing and more maneuvering thrusters. Even though they're actually called wings, for some reason they basically behave like maneuvering thrusters. Alright, somebody voted for the flak cannon, so I guess we're going to go grab that next. We're making good progress here. Let's see here. We could slap some ultralight armor on our fighters, but why? I mean, they have 55 hit points right now. That would bump it up to 73 for $10 more. I mean, maybe? Why not? We'll give it a shot and see what happens. I still kind of want to make a flak fighter swarm. Maybe we'll try that in this battle and see what happens. Flak fighter swarm. What are those? What are the little thingies floating around the circles? Weird. Oh, those are satellites. I see. All right. Man. Blurp. Blurp, 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 blurp. Oh no! Oh no, they can't turn! Alright, we gotta reevaluate this battle. Hold on. This isn't working. Our little idiots couldn't turn. Not great. Also, the map seems to have gotten a lot bigger. Blarp. Alright. Man, those autocannons sound terrifying. I don't know if they're good or not, but they sound terrifying. He's like, I'm not sure I want to do this. I'm going to wait for my friends. Turns out he didn't want to do that. Bad day for you, man. Bad day for you. Huh. All right, all right, all right. Now we're making this somewhere. Are these things? Wow, double autocannons and batteries, and that's it. All right. I mean, choices were made. Let's try our flak swarmers again. See if they can actually do something useful. Hello, guys. Go get. So apparently our fighters can't turn for crap, which is a good thing to know now. What are the antennas sticking out of that thing? It doesn't matter now. I gotta say, the flak gun is astonishingly effective at knocking down the small things. Who knew? Alright, let's see how these guys fare against an actual ship. That's a lot of reactors. Wow. Alright. Come here. We just want to make friends. Oh, wow. Really well, apparently. Non-turning fighter seems like a missile with a gun. You're not entirely wrong there. There we go. Now we have autocannons. Fires 5 bullets in rapid bursts. Fair enough. Apparently they're very energy intensive. Ooh, 2x2 reactor. Nice. I'm betting, yeah, we can't get to that boss. Okay, fair enough. We have to go some other direction. We'll have to start venturing into the what's it called? The core of this odd little galaxy here. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and get Beta Swarm taken care of. I'm guessing it's more swarm tactics. Okay, lightweight armor, not useful. Let's give these guys some wings. That seems much better. Since they couldn't turn for crap. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see here. That generates energy. Battery capacity. That's its moving. Okay. So it has a total of 20,000 capacity. Each of these have 8,000. So ripping out the reactor and replacing it with 2 batteries would do what? It'd make it significantly cheaper, but massively reduce its legs. On the other hand, do they last long enough for their legs to matter? Not really. I think rushing some stuff behind the enemy base to spawn camp would be a viable... I mean, actually, you're not wrong, Internet Gravedigger. How many wings can you give it? How many wings can you give it? I don't know. I can give it that many. And now it can turn 325 degrees a second. It can almost do a full 360 in 1 second. That's terrifying. Oh, God. Ways to make your pilots completely sick. Wow. Me go roundy. Hold on. Now that you ask the question, I'm even more curious. All right, 325. 453 degrees a second. Oh, God. All right, I'm just going to leave that the way it is because that just sounds hysterical. We're going to try spinning, Jed Brown. You're absolutely right. 453 degrees a second. Oh boy, that's going to be a ride. Wow. Okay, we're going up against another swarm, so we're going to counter it with the swarm of the spinners. This is going to be nuts. Spinny swarm! Come here, you little dorks. They're a lot slower now. I'll say that much. Flap! Wow! We just cut through them like they weren't even there. Alright. Uh-oh. This is going to suck. But then our batteries ran out. Okay, so batteries are a bad plan for fighters. Got it. We'll need to work on that design a little more, I think. Right now, we're just going to go flak happy on these dorks, because, you know, that's what you do against swarms, right? Flap, flap, flap. What is even armed with? Just beam weapons. So that basically means they're not going to last very long. Although I think they took out one of our cruisers at each of those resource points, so that's not great. You spin me round, round, baby, right round. Just can't last very long, apparently. I understand that's a common performance complaint for a lot of human males, though, so I guess it's fitting. Flak fighters and Burt. I guess we could make an A-10. We really could make an A-10. All right. I see where you're going, Hugging Floors. I see you. All right. Unpropelled explosives in the rough direction of the enemy. I guess you could. I don't even know if self-destruct does damage or not. We could literally make Scourge fighters, basically, that run up into the enemy and blow themselves up. That'd be a little weird. Ooh, big battery. Alright. Careen. Energy transfer gives energy to units in 800-meter range. Oh, you can make carriers. You just make a little ice cream barge that has energy transfers on it, And then you have a little swarm of fighters around it, and who cares if they have batteries or not? Oh, that sounds terrifying. Oh, man. Darth Dan, I missed the first half of your message. All right, hold on. Wait, which message was that? I gotta scroll up. In the space context, it reminds me of Death Lotus, a weapon someone designed with the space engineers back in the day, a thing that used spinning and gravity generator to send unpropelled explosives. Oh, so it's like the oh, what was that stupid arrow from Dungeons and Dragons using the bag of holding, and there was some stupid kit bash combination of a bag of holding and something else that turned into basically a mini nuke. Yeah. The portable hole. That's right. Yes. Okay. Somebody wanted to know the energy requirements for Flak versus Bert. Flak requires, 1,600 energy. Bert requires 1,700 energy. So Bert actually requires more energy. Yes, bag of holding plus portable hole. Plus an arrow, plus some sort of fusing mechanism, because you didn't want to be anywhere near it when it went off. So the normal wing adds 4 hit points and 430 degrees per second. The lightweight wing apparently has 0 hit points and 180 degrees per second. That's a significant downgrade, although it is half the price, I guess, so there's that. Alright, so apparently all the wings seem somewhat unnecessary. Reactor is a definite necessity over the battery solution. And we're going to try to swap out this guy for this guy. And behold, little tiny A10. Little tiny. So wee. So cute. There, I'll throw some armor on it just because it's an A10. Who knows how well this is going to work? Probably not at all. It probably won't run out of energy, though, so at least there's that. Alright, our flat cruiser seems to be doing marvelously. We haven't played with the ye old battle cruiser very much, but that's okay. I mean, the battle cruiser costs barely a little more than the flat cruiser, so yeah, whatever. A10, go Bert! Alright, let's see how the A10 does. I'm not making any promises here, guys. We're just going to spam A10s and see what happens. Blurp. Look at you stealing my shit already. Stop that. I'll go steal your shit. Whap, whap. Oh, wow. Well, it's going okay-ish. Oh, they have missiles. Not great. Not great. I'm going to have to say this is pretty much a total loss. Yeah, that did not go well. What the hell are those things? What? They're little spinny balls of doom. Oh, God. Who was talking about making spinny things to launch things at other things? Congratulations, you cursed us! What the hell's that? Alright, we gotta go back to a plasma configuration against missiles, and what the fornication are these little things? Terrifying little fighters. But they're fighters, so they die easy. Although they took out one of the cruisers just like that. So, I mean, not bad. He's like, nope. Now I'm reconsidering my life choices. This suddenly seems like a really bad plan. Do not want. What are the little hexagon things? Oh, dang! They are murdering us with these freaking missiles. Alright, we definitely got to get some ranged weapons on. Oh, what? You sneaky little twerp. What is... Okay, that's not a weapon. Oh, so we still won. Whew. Oh, that's the upsized reactor. Okay, got it. Ernie Gobert. God. Fighter thruster. A light thruster good for fast ships. Alright, there we go, finally. Let's go do that. Because maybe we can make our little A-10 a little better. Let's maybe change up some flickety-flackety upgrades and give this thing a little more range. Because those missiles were not happy-making. Alright, so what can we do to make A-10 actually work? What happens if we take off the wings? It can almost do 180 in a second. It's not so bad. Makes it a lot cheaper. What happens if we take off the armor? 68 hit points versus 86 hit points. Alright, let's try the slightly modified version of the A-10. With the big Bert right in the front. So now I can make a ship that's nothing but reactor, armor, and transfer thingies to throw power to your back. Yes, I can. That's what I was talking about. Yes, we can, in fact, make a carrier now. So hold on. All right. Gives energy to units in 800-meter range. Gives 960 energy per ship. All right, all right, all right. So, if we drop out some reactors, drop some batteries, give it some engines, because, you know, that does seem necessary, and then slap some armor on this bad boy. There we go. Okay. It doesn't need the turn. That doesn't really matter. It's making all the energy in the known universe. And it can send... We can probably just go ahead and, like, massively increase the number of sendy doohickeys on it. Boop. Okay. Okay. Actually, let's get rid of heavyweight armor. That stuff is kind of annoying in some fashion. Let's slap on the volumetric, because that at least kind of works. It's not great, but it kind of works. Alright, so it moves. How fast does this thing move? 126 meters per second. Fair enough. How fast does the A-10 move? 264 meters per second. Well, that's a little different. So now if we rip out the reactor and replace it with 2 batteries, I should be able to crank out 1 ice cream barge and then a swarm of A-10s, and they should run for basically ever. That's a theory. Let's see if this works. Probably not going to. It's fine. Ice cream barge and a 10. Alright guys, let's go make new friends. Bert! What is that? Why is there a red dot? Oh god! Big missiles. They had big missiles. Where did those come from? I think they took out my ice cream barge. That's not good. Yeah, that ice cream barge didn't last very long, did it? Okay, we might need a new plan. A-10s are working great, but we ain't got no ice cream barge no more. Yeah, stop that. You, die in a fire. Yep, they are running out of battery. Come on, little ice cream barge. Doggone it. Stop blowing up my ships. Alright, change in tactics. Go back to tried and true, I suppose. Oh crap, ice cream barge is about to get totally annihilated. Okay, so ice cream barge needs to be cheaper. Or faster, or something. Back to design. Let's rip those out. Put the engines back in here. There we go. Okay, ice cream barge is significantly cheaper. And it can still send out a significant amount of energy, 960 energy per second in that radius. Okay. And maybe we'll stick some more armor on it, since that did not last very long at all, did it? Alright. Ice cream barge, A10s. Everybody go do something. Ah, it's that stupid mega missile thing that... Yeah, it's that mega missile thing that took care of the ice cream barge again. Does that thing have shields? Maybe. That's terrifying. Clear! They're all out of power. Ah, crap. Okay. This requires a little more coordination than I'm willing to put into it right now. Let's go the old-fashioned route. Hello! Let's go make new friends. We got the plasma, we got the flak. Which way you want to play this, guys? You're gonna die either way. Of course, apparently so are we. Hey, that one cruiser just went pop. Man, these guys are evil. What are they running? They have, so they have, oh, they used the scout thrusters. Maybe we should try that. Hold on. Do we have, we do not have scout thrusters yet. Doggone it. Alright, hold on. Let's see here. So, 30 HP, 60 HP. Okay, so it doubles. Fine. 248 versus 1,000. Okay, so that more than doubles. But their capacity is a lot lower. That's weird. Huh. Alright. So let's rip those out. Let's shove those guys in. Yeah, their capacity is like non-existent. Huh. Alright, alright, alright. I guess we could toss some batteries on this thing. It's already damn expensive, though. Whew. Still expensive. Alright, alright. Oh yeah, we could rip out that reactor and shove in the batteries there. It's still not great, though. Wow. We use up a lot of energy doing the shooty part. Okay, well, that's better. And someone's voting for giving this poor thing a single turret to defend itself with, which I kind of get. Yeah, that's not great. Not great. Alright. Let's see what happens with slightly modified heavy cruiser thing. So how are we doing in terms of power? I like how you can't prioritize targets or anything. Well, they're big things running away, at least. That's a win. Maybe. Our guy's out of power, which I guess we knew was coming. That big missile thing is just absolutely evil, whatever the hell it is. That thing. Ah! What was the little death skull thing? It like popped out as soon as the ship died. Is that just like some massive FU when you blow up their ship, it sends some suicide bomb at you? Not great. Do not want. Doggone it. What is this? That's their fight. Oh, so that's their ice cream barge. Interesting. All right. Ah! All right. We clearly need like base sitters of some sort. Can I tell these guys to keep moving so they're not such a good target? Probably not. Alright, this is not going great. This is not going great. We almost lost the game right there. You know, if we hadn't recovered that resource point, we would have lost. Yeah, those heavy missiles do not fuck around. Let's see here. How can we change this? I like the idea of maybe losing a turret and shoving a reactor in its place. But that massively increased the cost. Wow. Alright. What can we do different? What can we do different? So what if we take that off and just go back to ye old tried and true beam laser? And we get rid of the armor, because that seems entirely unnecessary. And then this guy just has the one flat gun and the 2 energy emitters, which seems good. So that makes this guy significantly cheaper, because ye old beam gun is $5 versus, you know, $10 for the autocannon. Okay, fair. That does 18 damage per second, that does 20 damage per second. Okay, so that is strictly better. 16 damage per second, but significantly more power, right? Yeah, 4,800 versus, you know, 560. Fair. Okay. So the beam weapon will allow the fighters to last a lot longer without having to resupply from the ice cream barge, which is basically this design. Okay, so I've reproduced the design. Great. We have 2 of the same ship now. Lasers don't seem to target missiles. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to attack whatever their friggin' ice cream barge is directly, and then move in with our little dudes, and then supplement with our own ice cream barge later on. Okay, let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, and then spam these things. Alright, we're going after you. And you guys are going to go make new friends. It is running! It's like, nope, 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 nope. Fuck you, no. Well, at least it's way the hell out of position now. So, I mean, that's a win. Not sure that's enough. Ah! Well, we lost all our cruisers. Let's go see if we can take out the ice cream barge. And the answer appears to be no. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, not great, not great, not great. Good lord. those damn frickin' missiles. At least we did a number on that stupid thing. Alright, alright. I think I had the right idea, I just maybe was a little too energetic with it. As one is wont to do. Alright. Let's just try this stupid Mark 1 Mod 0 fighter design and see how that goes. Oh, there we go. We might get the barge. Oh, we got the barge! Nice. Okay, okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Keeping this guy off. I can live with that. Zapped him. We lost a cruiser. That's fine, too. No big deal. There we go. Alright. Alright, whoever came up with the rushing the ice cream barge idea, you won that fight. Congratulations. Who was that? Who was that? Wow. So much chat. Y'all are talkative. Hogging floors, yes. You had that bright idea. Congratulations. Alright, now we have a fighter thruster. Oh no, internet gravedigger. There we go. Somebody came up with that idea. One of y'all did. It's a collective win. No, it's not. I totally followed your advice. It's fine. Alright, we appear to have finished off this wing of the galaxy. Arm, whatever they're called. So now we have to go fight these bigger star things to get into the core of the galaxy. That seems odd, but okay, fine. Targeting subsystem, which increases the range. Wings and a bigger battery. Or overcharger. Increases damage of adjacent weapons at a cost of reload rate. Negative 15% effect for each supported weapon. If it increases the damage, why is it a negative 15% effect? I'm confused. Let's try the targeting subsystem. Alright, we got fighter engines now. What's the difference? Scout thrusters cost 20 and do 1440 newtons, kilonewtons actually. 1440 kilonewtons sounds like a lot. Fighter thrusters cost over twice as much and do 2160 kilonewtons and consume not that much more energy. And that's about it. Okay, well, let's rip those off and try these little bad boys. Wow, that is suddenly a very expensive fighter. Check. It's cheaper now-ish. That's not great. Alright, alright. Maybe we can just go down to, say, bare bones. There we go. That's terrifying. Oh, man. It's literally an engine with a gun. I'm not sure I feel about that. 100% for one weapon, 85% for two weapons. Okay, fair enough. You went ahead of your advice, but I have no idea how this game works. I mean, neither do I. We're just kind of figuring it out as we go. Basically, you build a ship, you control the tactics, and you try to win the game. And now we have an ice cream barge, because who doesn't want an ice cream barge? I kind of like the engine with a gun. It's going to go great. I feel certain. Wait. Oh gosh, there's lots of points. Hello. Let's go make new friends. What do you guys got? More of those spinny things. I hate the... Whoa. Alright, he has ice cream barges too. Not great. What the hell? What? What in tarnation? Are you kidding me? This thing has a frickin' Death Star super laser. What? Holy potatoes. Okay, 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 that's not cool. Wow. Okay, let's reevaluate. Wow, I did not expect it to reach that far. Okay, I think I know how to deal with this, even with our current designs. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go camp out our little happy spots. And let's cancel that one, and then crank out a few of these little bad boys. And go make friends with that Death Star super laser atrocity thing. This thing, right? Yeah, that thing. Go forth and die gloriously in battle! It is a good day to get cooked by a super laser. Ouch. There we go. Super laser down. Check. Well, that was kind of worth it. Kind of not. Oh god, there's more. Not great. Not great. Not great. Not great. Not great. They can just stand off and annihilate me. What the hell? Oh my god, it's just chewing at us. And then these little things, I don't know what the hell those... Ow, wow. Those spinny things are absolute nightmares, whatever the hell they are. By the great maker. Alright, 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 alright. Back to design. Okie dokie. Let's see. The longest range thing I have is the stupid plasma turret. It only reaches out 820 meters. That's not that far. So yeah, we got to go full weaponized frickin' missile on these things, but even that's not actually a really permanent solution, technically. Oh, I guess I should turn symmetrical back on again. Boop. Or fast and numerous enough that I can't shoot them all down, which is basically what these little dorks boil down to. So if I slap a wing on this, how expensive is that going to make it? Not that much more. And it can turn a lot faster. That seems like a good idea. Alright, asymmetrical fighters getting weirder. Check. Bees! A bit of armor is expensive, though, man. I mean, we're either going to slow them down, or it costs a lot. That's 5 tons, that's half ton, that's 1.5 tons. I mean, we could try slapping some armor on this little dork and see what happens. I already slapped a wing on it, so I mean, why not? Why are you facing that way? I want you facing the other way. Really? Okay, fine. Little tiny weird fighter. Okay. We have unfortunately abandoned flak in favor of range. And we're going to see how this works out. We're still going to need a friggin' ice cream barge, though, because these little guys are not going to last long. Great. Alright. Let's go make new friends. Go forth, and that's not what I meant to do, but fine, we'll use it anyways. Well, we did what we could with what we had, so... Damn. Still got a super laser on the board. And they're the frickin' ice cream barges, too. Why are their ice cream barges so much cooler than ours are? Alright, I see how it is. And plasma cannons can't hit fighters for crap. Because they're big and slow and dumb. Fan-freaking-tastic. Frickin' super lasers, man! Frickin' sharks with frickin' lasers on their frickin' heads. Let's take the fight to them. Fuck them. Oh, here come those circle... Yeah, those circle things are just nightmares. Alright, alright. Maybe we should try like a combined arms approach. Can I clone a design? It would be nice if I could clone a design. Can I clone a design? I can't clone a design? Are you kidding me? How dumb is that? Alright, fine. Can I can share it. Oh god! Okay, so if I take that, and then I come over here and do that. Whoa. No. Well, that's kind of a dumb way to share, but okay, fine. That works. Cool. Let's try kind of a mixed bag of things, shall we? Quite literally copy-paste. Oddly enough. Alright. So now we have a dedicated, as long range as we can, cruiser, and a dedicated keep the fighters off as cruiser. Maybe design that's the cruiser that we just made. Yes, the anti-fighter cruiser. It's going to camp out at our resource spots, and then the plasma thing's going to go take the fight to the enemy. Maybe. This is not going to go well. Go forth, and then you guys. They're so slow! Alright, we gotta take care of that freaking super laser monstrosity. Well, that's one down. Okay, at least we've kept our spots now. That's nice. Let's go see if we can take out another one. Ow! Man! Okay, we took out another super laser. Okay, okay. Some progress. Not a lot, but some. We're holding on what we got. I'll take that. God damn super laser! It'd be really nice if I had a way of repairing my ships. Maybe that's a feature we haven't unlocked yet. Oh, you're gonna die. Yep, you died. Fine. Bloop. We gotta start taking the fight to them, I guess. This is gonna be ugly. We can just shepherd them across the map, I suppose. Freaking circle things are just terrifying. Nope, come on back. Come on back. You're about to get cooked. You're still going to get cooked. Yep. And those little circle things are going to run you down and blow you up. Yep, I can see it now. Or the super laser is just going to snipe you into oblivion. Maybe I can go out and get that guy, though. Come here. Stand still. Well, I got him. I'm kind of surprised they're not pressing the fight on the other spots. Alright, let's go see if we can get that other guy. Doggone it. These freaking super lasers! Maybe let's do something stupid. There we go. Well, that worked. You're just going to camp and snipe, aren't you? Frickin' dork. I swear to the Greymaker. Okay, there we go. More resources. More blood for the blood god. Run away! Yep, you didn't run fast enough, man. Okay. We're doing okay-ish. Give or take a certain delta. Or at least holding our own, although they have a pile more ships than we do. Goddamn, I forgot how expensive this stupid thing is. Alright. What do you got? You're just a little beam weapon. Yeah, you're toast. It's these freaking super lasers that are the problem. And whatever the hell these circle weapons are. Terrifying. Well, that didn't go well. Alright, well, we may be ending on a sour note. But I bet if we run these guys right in... Nope, I was wrong. Oh, man. Alright. Well... Unfortunately... Does that actually equip me? Oh, return to the battle. No, we're not going to continue this one. Back to design. I do believe maybe a 2-gun reactor ship instead of 4? I mean, okay, fine. I guess I have enough time to try that concept out. Make it cheaper and faster and stronger and so on and so forth. This is such a weird way to duplicate a ship. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that the ship design is basically boilable downable to a text string, but it is such a weird way to copy-paste a ship. Choices were made. I'm not going to say they were good choices, but they were made. It's fine. No big deal. A little strange. Alright, well, it's not a lot cheaper, sadly. 608 versus 552. Well, how is it not that... What? How is it only 50 points cheaper? Well, it has too many reactors now. And it has too much capacity now. Okay, so we can rip out some capacity. Drop those down. Maybe even rip out some more capacity. Nope, that's too much. Maybe rip out a reactor? Here, well, okay, fine. Let's drop those down, drop that down. Okay. We made a little tiny little thingy, I guess. I have no idea if this will work or not. Swap the engines for more speed. I mean, we could put in the fighter thrusters, but they cost over twice as much, and they don't provide twice as much thrust. They weigh the same, so there's that. Yeah, they're just expensive. Make a flak version of this concept? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, fine. It's still weird. It's going to keep being weird. Also, I like that the blank slate actually has some sort of text string associated with it. Hold on, I want to see what this looks like, and then we'll go back and... Oh, the string starts with Shippy. S-H-I-P-E-Y. For reasons. What in darnation? And Shippy is apparently consistent because this version also starts with Shippy right there. What? All right, devs. I see you. We'll toss those things. Toss on some flax for point defense against dorks. It's a ship design string, absolutely, because it starts with Shippy. All right, we have a new family of weird small fighter ship things. Does it move faster now? It does 180 meters per second versus 115 meters per second. So yes, it does move significantly faster. And 180 versus 122. And then 172 versus 115. So yeah, it moves like 60 meters per second faster. That's not nothing. Cool. All right. Let's try this then. Go forth and make friends. And then you guys, my little weirdo dorks, go forth and annihilate that stupid thing right there. Oh, I spawned the wrong ones. That was not what I meant to spawn. Sorry. Freaking super lasers! Okay, let's get some flak ones in position because those seem useful. You're just gonna sit there? What are you doing? What are all those little angly bits on you? Run away! Run away! Run away! And bravely Sir Robin runs away. Oh, so now you defend that spot. Freaking weirdos. Nope. Man, I would love it if I had shields. Shields would be great. Shields would be amazing. Even being able to repair my own ships would be great. Fornicating super freaking blessed lasers. Wow. I may have let them build too many super lasers. Wow! Okay, that was unpleasant. Let's just zap you on the way by. Okay. I'm gonna need to take some time to think about how to do this one, because this one's not working for me. What else we got out here? Hold on. Go back. All right. What do we got? Overcharger. Maybe this guy will be a scotch easier. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? And I'm still sitting on this battleship over here that, man, that thing would not survive against those super lasers. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, all the ships go to the waypoint that I point them at, and they shoot as they fly past, but then they have to turn around and shoot again. And that the turning around and shooting part seems to be the significant flaw in the plan. All right. Whoa, that's a lot of little dorks. A lot of little dorks. Good thing I spam flat. Stop that. Stop trying to conquer my little spots. Those are mine. Died of fire. Oh. So that's an interesting design for an ice cream barge. Alright. And then we got this dork with laser guns coming charging in. Good luck with that, dude. What are you doing? Go back. Alright. He's really just parking the ice cream barge off the coast and sending fighters in to, you know, die gloriously. Well, this guy's a lot more stupid than the other one. Also, he doesn't have super lasers, so there's that. Blarp. Well, the pared down version of the cruiser does seem to be working just fine. So that's a win. What do they call it? A destroyer, somebody called it? Well, they went their barge. Good news is their barge didn't last any longer than our barge did. So, win. Slap. Wow. Wow. His debris went flying. You called it a gunboat. Yes, there we go. Close enough. The pared down version of the cruiser. Now we have an upgraded wing and an upgraded battery. Alright, maybe one more battle, folks, and then I think I'm going to call it for this particular live streaming. Oh, what? Really? I can't go anywhere from there? That's some bullshit. What? I have to go through either targeting subsystems, the jackhole, or overcharger to get to the core. This thing doesn't connect to that thing? Are you kidding me? It's right there. Potatoes. Alright. Let's see what Alpha Striker does. That sounds horrifying. Light Shower and Alpha Striker. I mean, at this point, we might as well run what we brung. Oh, wow, we have subdivisions for our little stuff now. That's good. I guess that's weapons? Yeah, weapons related. Energy related. Heavy armor. Lighter armor. Lightest armor. Things that make you go or turn. No idea. Also no idea, although I'm kind of concerned about the skull thing. What the hell is Zed? And weird... I don't even know what that is. Okay, well, we successfully accumulated enough parts that we now have subdivisions for our thingies. Yay! And a new battery. It costs twice as much. It has twice the hit points and twice the capacity. And weighs twice as much. That's really not an upgrade. Why wouldn't I just put in 2 batteries? I mean, literally, what's the difference? Putting in 2 batteries would be the same cost, same hit points, same weight, same capacity as 1 big battery. I'm confused. Alright, moving on. Okay. I mean, that Tarmac is right about Tarmac is right about a slipstream. That would be nice, so we could go anywhere in the galaxy. But Darth Dan is also correct about the Alpha Strike probably being one massive ugly barrage, and if you can survive that, you're golden. Well, let's go find out. Little tiny guys. Oh, it's the spinny things of doom. Oh, God. They made A-10s, too. Well, the good news is we have flak, 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 flak. No, bad news is they have missiles. They have lots and lots of missiles. I do not like missiles. Missiles are bad. And wow, they just totally annihilated us. What the hell is that? Well, that's terrifying. Okay, well, we need to reevaluate our current battle profile. Wow, that was a mess. Those little circle things are just weird and utterly destroying everything I have. And fornicating missiles. Swear to the Greymaker. Aye! Oi! Oh, and they have all the autocannons in the known universe for close-in combat. Because of course they would. Why not? You dorks. Let's try this tactic. Let's go make friends. Zoom! Oh, they also have flak. Because of course they would. What in the hell is that? It's got Wi-Fi. It's got 4 Wi-Fi repeaters on it. What? Oh, God. What are the booms? I don't like the booms. Yeah, I know. Try to use only one type of weapon, engine, or armor on a given ship. Diversity makes ships weaker. Interesting. One type of energy. Weird. I mean, we could break out the old Battleship and see what happens. Let's find out. They're low. They're slow. They're not very powerful, but there's a lot of guns on them, so there's that. And that guy's like, this is a bad plan. The problem with the Battleship is those freaking missiles. Okay, that actually kind of sort of maybe a little worked. How strange. I mean, they're still getting pecked at by those autocannon jackals, but we're about to win the map anyways. Oh, let us win the map! Let us win the map! There we go! Victory! Those are gunboats, yes. The ones with the 3 laser cannons and so forth and so on, yes. And the weird little explodey bits, it was very strange, yeah. Okay, so Mr. Cornell and Mr. Gunboat can argue about whether they're gunboats or destroyers. Overcharger. Oh, that's what the explosion is. Massively increased damage for each individual weapon that it's touching. And now we're in the core. Yay, core. Micro 360 mount. It has 75% of the range of mounted weapons. Oh, that's funny. 200 I don't think they know what 200 degrees means. That looks like 180 to me. How strange. All right. Well, I think it's safe to say that we're going to end on a high point right here with our happy little destroyers and our happy little A-10s and our happy little everything else going on. And I believe I have wasted more than enough of your time at the moment. I will point out that, hold on, let me pull up something over here and do some button pushing and so on and so forth. I will point out that we are going to be streaming again on Monday-ish, June 9th-ish, depending on your time zone and so forth and so on. Since most of my audience are in North America, I tend to cater to them at approximately the same time with a different game. And we will be playing Istrolid, whatever you want to call it again, this time, same time, next week. So, if this was entertaining, come back in a week and we'll keep trying to conquer the known galaxy. If it wasn't entertaining, well, try Monday and we'll do a different game, and try, if that doesn't work, try Friday and we'll do Breachway. And if that doesn't work, we actually have some special days set aside for those of you all trapped in the European continent, where we're actually doing a time that should work for you guys. And if none of those time work for you because you're down under or something weird like that, I got nothing for you. My schedule only allows for so much. So, as always, and as every time, good night and good luck.